On the 25th of May 2025, a 30-year-old student, Olorato Mongale, went on a date with an unnamed man with the hope of maybe starting a friendship. But little did she know that that was going to be the last time she's alive. Olorato was found dumped at Lombard West, Johannesburg. The next information that you are going to see, it is really shocking about the state of this country and our justice system. The incident took place in Gauteng, but the investigation of the police led them to KwaZulu-Natal, where they found a car, a white Polo, in Phoenix. And surprisingly, it was using a registration that is belonging to a Toyota Hilux, meaning that this was an orchestrated crime that probably took place before a couple of times. So they found the car in Phoenix with traces of blood, and when they did further investigations, they went to KwaMashu, the home of one of the suspects, arresting the father of one of the suspects. Why are they arresting him? Because the car belongs to him. And the question is, how can your son take your car without you knowing for such a long period of time? But again, let us listen to some of the most shocking details as we listened to the spokesperson of the police about this case.
Able to link them, but so far we are linking them to several cases, Free State, in the Northern Cape, in Gauteng as well, and our teams are still piecing this information together, analyzing the dockets, and at the right time we will provide a comprehensive report of what type of suspects and a syndicate we are on to.
Like many other previous cases, it is clear that we are dealing with a problem that actually is occurring in the country. These people have been committing crimes for such a long time. Finally, they got caught. But how many of the victims that never spoke up? How many of them? Because the fact that they've been committing crime in the rest of the country, even going as further as Free State, it shows that we are dealing with very dangerous criminals.
And who did that come from?
Well, I'm not privy to the nitty-gritties of that particular case, but those are some of, the dockets that we are busy analyzing at this moment. So I don't want to get into intricate details of that particular case, but safe to say is that we have identified that the same Polo that was utilized in that particular case that we had previously impounded and was in our SAP 13 store, it was released back based on a court order. So I wouldn't want to get too much into it. Let's find these suspects. Let's find Bongani Mtimkulu. Let's find Fezile Ngubani. Let's find Pila Makanya. They may be watching now. Do surrender to the police. We are searching for you. You have the answers that we are looking for on why you committed the crimes that you have committed.
On this next clip, which is very, very, very shocking, I stand to be corrected, but my understanding is that this car was impounded and they took it, the police took it, but somehow it found itself outside. Not yet confirmed, but according to the spokesperson, it relates to that the fact that they took the car wanting to do further investigations, but the car found itself again on the outside. It has been stated that the car has been used in numerous kinds of crimes. And as soon as they are done, they are going to paint that car a new color. It was gray before, now it is white. That brings the question of, why is the car at the panel beater? Are they really playing a role in the crimes? Because obviously, to paint, they have to charge. People are doing crimes, they go to a panel beater who doesn't have a shame to even ask about the blood on the car. But it is commendable that the investigation of the police led to this car being found in Phoenix. Now, one thing that we are going to really discuss in some years to come is our justice system. In most cases, the police are doing a wonderful job, but the same criminals that get arrested are going to come out because maybe when you go to court, they say bail. How do you give a very dangerous criminal who's coming for the third time, for the fourth time, committing crimes, you're still giving them bail? Is our justice system really captured? Because if really the work was being done, things like this shouldn't come unnoticed. For example, you steal a panado in a shop, they will sentence you. But you kill a person, they're going to say you are innocent until proven guilty. You go outside, you commit another crime. South Africa is a crime scene.
As well as Phila Makanya, do surrender at your nearest police station. You are aware of the crimes that you have committed. Do surrender and hand yourselves over. We are searching for you. We do believe that you can assist us in all these cases that are being reported to the police, that are being reported to Brigadier Nama, because the car does belong to the father of one of the suspects. And I think what is key is that how did he allow the child to go with his car for so many days and not asking where are you, and so, but those are questions that we will engage with the family that is cooperating with the police.
Firstly, Derry, are you aware that your child was committing these crimes? And if you are aware, why did you keep quiet? Are you aware that this guy was going for such a long period without returning the car? Maybe we don't know, you allowed him to use it. Was he giving you the money for silence? If really you know about the crimes, or you were suspecting but were never saying anything, again it says, what a shame to the men of the country.
It's quite concerning that we've got repeat offenders. I mean, if we've previously arrested these suspects, Bongani Mtimkulu as well as Phila Makanya, on a case of robbery and kidnapping where a woman was a victim and they got bail. It's quite concerning because they shouldn't be out on the street. And looking at this recent incident, what transpired in this particular incident, you can see that we're not dealing with human beings here, we're dealing with animals, and they shouldn't be allowed to roam the streets of South Africa freely. But we will get to that part. We will get to know, while our investigators are busy piecing evidence, analyzing different dockets, we'll get to know the real reason why they got bail.
Lastly, on this issue, and it will forever become a nightmare to many people, gender-based violence is a very big problem. As soon as someone gets arrested multiple times and they are getting bail, that is where we need to question our justice system and how is our law structured in terms of criminals. Some innocent people get arrested but they never get out. But you get a criminal and you wonder, who are they working with? We know crime is a very big problem in the country, and the way crime is structured, some criminals are working with law enforcement to make sure that they never get arrested. That is why the president needs to strengthen our justice system. We need to make sure that things are properly aligned so that we don't have cases of such people. Unfortunately, the case of Olorato is one amongst many. Many women have died through these heinous crimes. Unfortunately, she will never be seen again by her family. They lost her without knowing what happened, but the criminal are roaming large. A lot has been said before. It doesn't make sense to keep saying, justice, let's fight, let's do this. A lot has been said before. If the president, if the politicians who are earning big salaries cannot do anything about it, how is the community, how are the people of the country going to change? The change must start at the top. If they make sure that they don't just sit and complain in parliament, they implement the necessary laws, just maybe they're going to fight crime. But for now, we don't see how crime is being fought. Each and every day, the cases that are coming out against GBV are very shocking. But to the memory of Olorato Mongale, may she rest in peace. And to the suspect, may they really, really rot.